popular Islamic cleric and terrorist negotiator Sheikh Gumi has said that the Nigerian government is making a number of mistakes in their quest to end insecurity and terrorism in the country. Gumi said this during an interview published on Sunday Vanguard this morning. Speaking on the Ipob, Iswaþ, Boko Haram, and Ansaru terrorists, Gumi said that Ipob and Iswaþ are the only two groups that want to destroy Nigeria. Who? According to him, the only effective way to deal with terrorism is through dialogue. With dialogue, you can get their factions like Boko Haram and Ansaru and use them to fight the other terrorists, he said. The terrorist negotiator went on to disclose that the Ansaru terrorists are ready to embrace peace and he doesn't see the problem with giving them a place to practice their religion peacefully. So if he's negotiating for Ansaru or the Boko Haram, why is he not negotiating for Ipob if really Ipob is a terrorist group? Ansaru is ready for peace. They are ready to sit down, but they want a genuine partner in this talk. In the end, they may require us to give them a place where they can do their religious practices whilst they are not armed. I don't see any problem with that. We have the Zazaki movement. When it started, they were saying it was Boko Haram. You take these people out of their ignorance. Killing will not solve the problem, Gumi said. Do you think it is good uh, practice to give terrorists should be given, or terrorists should be given a place to practice their seeming extreme religious beliefs? If there's anybody in the southeast that is speaking like this Gumi, you think the person will be walking freely? No, tell me. They wouldn't have gone after him. Gumi has been on this things and nobody dares go near him. See how he's making what is it called? Excuses for them. A hunter brought a kid of lion to his house and began to breed it. This man mixes the lion with other domestic animals, but when it began to grow, the in the lion in it began to grow by killing other beasts. No matter how you care for these so-called Fulanis, the spirit of killing is in them. He will soon feel the ease of his life. Just leave him. No problem. Their time is almost over. This time, God himself will rule this country. Are you kidding me right now? Come. Are you a human at all? This man should be arrested. Who is going to arrest him? Is it not the hypocrisy we are talking about? Who is going to arrest him? But Nnamdi Kanu is behind bar. If na him brother, but he no like wetin Gumi dey do now. Gumi wants to model Nigeria after Afghanistan. Gumi and his people do not just want to model Nigeria after Afghanistan, but they have already succeeded in doing that rhetorically. And what remains for Nigeria to commence witnessing full manifestation of Afghanistanization is this final loading mistake of voting any of their people into power in the coming elections. Many people never knew Gumi before. We Christians in Kaduna knew he has been a terrorist inherited from his late father. No, we didn't know before. All of a sudden, we just got to know that, now so this man be. Where is the tribalistic bigot DSS? Yeah, where are they? This man is part and parcel of the terrorists, and he has been president, and he has the president here, best of the same feather. Not part of it, but his founder. When people of knowledge come up with some extreme ideas, it beats me. Giving terrorists to practice their violent religion, is this different from some Western nations legalizing LGBT? The world is in trouble. For God's sake, why is this man still on the streets? Then Buhari should answer that question. Buhari, all of them, they should answer that question. Why this man is still working freely? Then why Sunday Igboho, OPC, and Ipob Nnamdi Kanu cannot practice their own easily too? If anyone practices his religion without harming others, it will not be a problem to anyone, but your freedom stops with you. It should not spill to another harmfully. And I think that is what he is saying. a reason why he exclude Iswaþ and Ipob. Uneducated, brainless, illiterate bush folks talking mad. To be honest with Nigerians, I don't even really believe this Imam is always saying all this. And the government of the day cannot even arrest him. Can we please do the right thing and stop the hate, please? Because people like this man should have been long forgotten. Which government are you talking about? Do we have government in Nigeria? I beg you, say something else. I used to respect Gumi's ideology, but not anymore. I think he is supporting terrorism. I pray all those supporting terrorism should be their victims. My prayer is that God's chosen one should emerge winner and lead this country. Do those one never knew? Know it now that for those who never knew, know it now that some striving to ascend to the seat of Nigeria president has in mind to support the growth of the activities of Boko Haram and bandits for their own selfish gain. God is our strength. Nothing has beginning without end. You shall or may know your end someday. Don't worry, something is even wrong somewhere in this country. Which place? Hopefully a place in the north, fenced round with razor wires and at the personal mines. These people can't continue killing, raping, and kidnapping, but this so-called imam is still calling for sympathy to the monsters. Why will a man called imam should indulge into such dastard attitude and be allowed in the society? Are we sick? Are we sick? Why should he be allowed? Are we sick or something? As their sponsor, you are correctly on point. So they don't have religion before, or what are you saying, Gumi? Who stops them? And Nigerian government is busy spending billions on dollars looking for terrorists. I rest my case. A master terrorist that feed fat from terrorists. God punish you and your generations. It is now I know that Imam is an animal. In nation, it's happened that terrorists has accommodated a part of terrorist countries. This Gumi should be arrested. This arrested is too much. It's not holding water, I beg. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.